deep squats and gratitude. With some heel elevation and some counterbalance, you might be closer than you think to a deep squat breakthrough. For example, this is tougher because I have to balance and the weight is behind me. I was not very close because of how much scar tissue I had in my left knee after surgery and how much pain I had in my right knee, which I was told needed more surgery. Without the ATG split squat progression, there might not be a knees over toes guy. And I remember just being grateful that I could train my legs deep, something that I thought I couldn't do before this. I had no expectations of eventually being resilient and flexible. And I remember to start sessions, I'd take this little metal sled out of the gym, down the elevator, out to the parking lot in the hot Florida sun. And I remember being overwhelmed with gratitude because the more I did this, the less my knees hurt. I could do something other than just rest, ice, painkillers. I remember throwing those painkillers away that I had stashed in my car. And every time I start a session, I re-experience that exact gratitude. This is not an end-all be-all, but it's helped a lot of people. I hope this formula from backward ATG split squat to squat, all scalable, can help you help other people. I hope you find a job in life where you get to help other people. Since being knees over toes guy these last 6 years, I have met so many famous and successful people. The two things I've noticed: number one, not what they have on paper, but what they think about it. Number two, that their daily lives are centered around helping other people. Those are by far the two biggest common denominators I've seen in happiness. Before I was knees over toes guy, I was grateful for my family, my dog, the ability to squat deep, the ability to dunk, good coffee. I was happy with no falling, helping other people in my gym. It's the same today. It can be simple. The more I scroll social media, the more confused I feel in life, so I hope this helps simplify it for somebody out there.